Previously on Dungeons and Discourse, the party ends a handicapped fight by taking the path of least resistance.
Right through the shoulder.
The town from behind you erupts in applause as you watch the giant frogs leaping out of sight. Jimmy and Georgie are both well gone by this stage, like very much have headed back to their house. And as you guys wade through the puddles of water sort of building up around near the town, everyone's like slapping you on the back and they're like congratulating you guys and just being like, wow, that was amazing. Like, we've never seen anything like this. Like, this is just like, what the hell? Like, what? How? Eh? And they're all just sort of like patting you guys on the back and thanking you guys and talking about the Hendersons. And then they realize like one of them is dead. So they're like, oh, there is that.
So we cut off his arm and then he died?
Yeah.
Well, he had his arm cut off.
Yeah, that's bad.
Swallowed by a frog.
Half swallowed by a frog and just thrown across the
So
room.
he's dead.
Semi-dissolved body.
You also got to remember as well that I hit him in the forearm and the ribs with axes.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, he got hit hard. He
I hit him with the big sword.
He took a large amount of damage, so I didn't even bother adding the last bit because he was very, very close to dead. But
Yeah.
I think he took somewhere around about the 28 like hit points of damage, and you guys know that you don't have 28 hit points of damage at this level.
Yeah.
So I mean, these guys were big, they were strong, they were a little bit beefier than you guys, but not by that much. So he took a beating and a half. So yeah. He's done well. He's done well to get through. So as you guys join the crowd and everyone's cheering you guys on and patting you on the back, and you feel this strange heat overcome your body, and suddenly you begin to glow orange, all three of you, and everyone's like, whoa, what the hell? And they all back off and give you guys a bit of space as this deep glow pulses from your feet and erupts out, and bursts of energy just pulse out of you guys and through over to your head.
Drank some of the
damn mushroom juice coming through. It just sort of a power explosion occurs, and everyone around you sees it. You guys feel it. You all of a sudden feel stronger, and you all realize that everyone in the town has just stopped and is now silent, and they're watching this strange phenomenon occur with like open mouths and wide eyes. Like no one has seen whatever this was happen. And then you hear them like all begin to whisper and like, what the hell was that? Someone speaks out and is like, what was that? What the hell? Did they just get stronger? What was that light? And yeah. So
Don't go to Barry's Tan down the street. It's really not working out well for me.
What? Bailey's
turns out
evolving?
if you take on a bunch of frogs, things change.
But to be fair, we didn't take on any frogs. We just took off an arm.
But when you enter combat and leave combat, experience is gained.
So a man amongst the crowd approaches you guys as everyone's sort of still standing back, but are still like congratulating you guys and cheering you on, but it's still like, what the hell just happened? That was some show, boys. Come with me to the tavern when you get a chance. We need to talk.
Is it the one we're banned from?
No.
Good.
And we don't know this man.
You would know him from around town. It's not the tavern that you guys have been to a lot. It seems to be the other local tavern. And his name is Toblin Stonehill.
Nice.
From Stonehill Tavern. So,
I was like, damn it, I was about to say that.
and he disappears into the crowd and lets you guys have your little moment out in the crowd. So eventually everyone sort of, the power and the energy dies off. You guys return to your normal self after like a matter of moments, as if it never even occurred. And everyone sort of starts to crowd around again. They're like, how did you do that? And start talking about the fight and
Question.
about the Hendersons.
Did Brady's hair turn blonde?
It's already blue, man.
No, but it did have the wave.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cliches there. Yeah.
All right. What are you guys going to go from there?
I say we go to the tavern.
So do I.
Actually, can I tune my lute first?
Yeah, nice.
Just in case.
Can I just quickly check up on Biff? I know he's dead, but I'm
Yeah.
going to have a look.
Yeah, sure. Go for it. Go for it. As everyone else is, carrying on and, cheering, you head over to Biff on the ground. His arm is like some 10 feet across from him, and he's lost a lot of blood from this open wound now. There are parts around his neck, around his face, around his chest that have semi-dissolved from this like acidic stuff that has come from the frog as well. And he's just like face down on the ground, just eating dirt.
I'm
Give
gonna.
him a scone.
Force into his mouth. Nom, 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 nom.
I feel much better now.
What's the plan?
I'm just gonna turn him over. And I close his eyes, and then I'll just walk back and like take his body back. Take his body back to the family.
To the Hendersons.
That's a risky play.
We're gonna have some
the
sort
others
of
are gone
humanity.
already, so you're just talking to the village people.
That's what I mean. I am talking to the village people.
Okay.
Oh, you're asking them to return the body?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying that you were going to take it. I'm like,
No, I'm not going near there. Let's go.
That's
I know my
a
friend
crazy
cut
move.
your arm off, but
Or at least if they have like a, if the elderly die, where they take them, just get this man's body off the ground out of eaten dirt and take him somewhere, the morgue or whatever.
Okay. They,
It's a small town. I don't know where you take a dead body.
yeah. They're like, oh, yeah, I suppose we should. Okay.
I mean, they're dicks, but they're still people.
build a funeral pyre,
Yeah,
sure, right?
it's pretty.
It's fair. I mean, you wouldn't just leave a dead dude out.
He's pretty shit. He's missing an arm. He's
Pretty close to your farm, though. He's going to be smelly as hell soon. So
Worse than the fish guts?
maybe. I don't know. Could be.
Well, maybe I can bury him under the farm. It's a good fertilizer.
Well, I mean, if you want to try that in front of the town, then go for it.
No, I'm not that smart of a farmer, I don't think.
Yeah. Alrighty. So you guys mentioned the town, and it looks like some of them are going back into town to get a stretcher of some sort or some way of carrying this huge guy who has no arm but is still heavier than a normal person. So, all right. The Hendersons retreat. Georgie and Jimmy collapse into the farmstead house, out of breath. They try to fight back the tears of loss after losing their brother Biff. Georgie breaks first, and as tears roll down his cheeks, he screams out in an anger burst and punches his arm straight through the wood wall. Jimmy grabs his brother into an embrace and holds his head against his. Don't worry, brother. We'll make him pay for Biff. All right, so we reconvene at just outside of Leylon. You guys are all hanging out, and you're about to head into town towards Stonehill Tavern. And you are on the walk at the moment.
So as we're walking, I'm gonna just sort of touch Cliché's arm. I'm gonna say just quietly, it's like, look, none of us like the Hendersons, but you killed a man back there. Are you all right?
Man, I tried to warn them. They didn't heed the warning, and I thought you were in danger, so I tried to disable him, but in the heat of battle, he lost an arm.
To be fair, he is disabled.
He's now disabled. He's less abled after I removed his arm.
Oh, my God.
I find editing that.
Look, we've been friends for years, and I appreciate you always standing up for us, but I don't see this ending well.
Look, dude, do you want me to defend you, or do you want me to just let this dude wail on you and then have frogs eat you?
You're right. I'm just worried about the villagers. No, look, you're right. Our arms were tied. We had to do something. Anyway, I'm just glad we're all okay. I'm glad you're okay.
No, you're right, man. I'll leave you to fend for yourself next fight. It's all good.
Take it one day at a time.
I'll just defend our little friend, and I'll leave you
Defend
next time.
me.
Yeah.
In one attack, I did 9 points of damage. I think I'm good.
I removed an arm.
I did my little work.
That's no, that's okay, Bailey. I understand that morally you have a value for life, and I respect that. I do, but yeah, when we're in a fight, we're in a fight. Sorry, man. Can't apologize for lives lost in lives saved.
I understand. Now, how are you doing? How are you holding up?
Oh, I'm fine, man. It's all good. I have 50 years of training behind me on how to kill. It's all G.
Yeah, I guess, I guess it's all come to this, right? I mean, you've been training, and this is what you've got. You've got the ability to kill, and you have. I guess this is a turning point for all of us today.
Yeah.
It's all good, man.
Especially Biff, his proficiency in unarmed combat's really gone through the roof.
No, he's got one-armed combat.
He'll take the frog single-handedly.
You guys are walking through the town of Leylon right now, and it is probably the emptiest you've ever seen it of a nighttime. Resplendent loot, probably 5 people within its walls, and all of them are leaning against the windows looking out towards the entry to Leylon. And apart from that, it seems like almost the whole town is out on the street right now, having just watched what they're watching. They're all starting to sort of stream in now after the events. And you guys walk past the Resplendent Loot through the market district to a little bit further back, past a few houses, to Toblin Stonehill's tavern, the Stonehill Tavern. And the place is empty. So everyone has emptied out of this thing to see what was going on around the corner. And Toblin stands at the back entry. He just sort of points you guys in the direction.
Must be empty because they have terrible meat pies.
I think it's empty because it's not the popular pub where people perform. And yeah, we're out of options.
Yeah.
Bailey, how's their food?
Just don't order the meat pie, I guess.
Look, you know me. If I don't
You're
have anything
indecisive.
nice to say, I won't say it. And I've never reviewed this place.
What are you for snacks? Do they have good food you can eat?
I don't know. I've never been in personally. I'm a loot man.
Well, I'm all
Toblin's,
for it. Let's go find out what's
Toblin's still standing at the back door. He's like, just hurry the fuck up, guys.
No hospitality, all right. Maybe I will write a review.
Terrible.
Food, none to speak of.
So he's holding the back door of the establishment open. He's not welcoming you through the front. And he opens the back door. You guys going in. You guys head back through sort of the back cellar area through to the front bar. It's a lot less well kept than the Resplendent Looters. Not as much lighting, tables and chairs. Some of them he hasn't even bothered pulling off of the tables. Some of them are set. Looks like possibly the regulars might be sitting at them, but the place is empty right now because everyone just filed out to the front. He immediately just grabs 4 glasses, goes to the top shelf, and he grabs one of his blue liqueurs from the top shelf and pours it out for you all. Seems to, like,
I'm gonna wipe
missed
out
up
the
a little.
cup before he with my shirt. Put it back on
With your
the
filthy ass fungi ridden shirt.
That's cleaner than the cup.
Jesus.
Psychedelic mushrooms. All over.
After the day we've had with frogs.
He just sort of looks at you and spits out a little bit of chewing tobacco on the floor of his establishment.
Health and safety. Cleanliness.
Quite a show. Quite a show you guys put on out there.
I am a known performer. Thank you.
Cliché's just like, when are we gonna eat? I'm really hungry.
Pours you guys a bright blue liqueur and slides it across the bar to you guys as you guys all take a seat. Just down the hatch.
Is this liqueur vegan friendly?
It's delicious, dude. I enjoyed it.
I look into it and sort of like, is it taste bud friendly?
I liked it.
Tobacco is
It's just his response to like asshole comments. He's just like,
I enjoyed it, guys.
I have dietary concerns. That's not an asshole comment. Man should think of allergies.
don't drink it then.
I liked
He
it.
grabs the
Get
glass off you, downs it, smashes it down on the bar.
Still charges.
Yeah, that'd be 3 copper.
I'm gonna do the whole and like flick it to the side of my mouth. I'm like, that was
It
good.
just spills it over behind you.
It is a completely quiet bar.
I wasn't really trying to hide it.
He gathers up the 3 glasses from you idiots, puts them to the side.
liked it.
Yeah, that's why you're an idiot.
As I said, quite a show you put on out there. You're not the first to have these awakened abilities, but you're the first for some time.
Sorry, awakened?
Oh, you didn't see the whole orange glow?
Yeah.
You
What?
didn't feel it?
What happened?
Did you guys see that too?
Come on now.
There's been a lot of mushrooms today, and I wasn't going to bring it up.
I felt it, but that's
You
pretty
kids
much
these
how I
days.
feel most days.
I just thought
Stop lifting.
I thought rage was building again. I wasn't quite sure, to be quite frank.
Well, I'm sure you haven't felt something like this before, or at least it don't look like it by the looks on your faces when it happened. It's an awakening.
Have you ever tried Bailey's tofu scramble?
Quite transcendic, if I might.
Good God, boys, do you ever shut the fuck up?
This awakening, what exactly does it awaken?
You ever heard of the
I've heard a lot of things, but
you heard of the old term an adventurer?
Heard of them.
I mean,
Like-
I've been training to, protect. But what do you mean?
I might have come across a couple, but haven't really sat down and talked to many of them.
Well, they're a rare breed, but it looks like you all have been blessed with the curse of it, as it goes.
Curse?
They sound pretty cool.
Yeah. Like the few I've run into, I've been like, oh, maybe there's more
Well, nice guys, always got some stories.
to fighting than.
I'm more concerned about the curse here.
Listen, I don't think any of you have really come across a real adventurer. You'd know it.
Oh,
There's been adventures.
I was just
in this
pulling a
town.
leg. I haven't seen any in this town.
You
Talked
may
to
have
a couple
seen some
guys.
travelers carrying around some trinkets and some weapons like they know how to use it, but just like your boy here, cliche, no matter how many years you train with a sword, there's a difference.
What? Okay, what's an adventurer? First up, come on.
Well, listen, I used to be an adventurer like you. Till I retired. What'd you think I was gonna say?
Look down at his knee.
I would like to inspect his knee with a perception check.
You lean across the
I rolled
bar
a
and
nat
have a
20.
look down.
Still an arrow in.
How's his knee?
He has both knees.
He has
And,
both knees.
and from your recollection of how he walked, he doesn't seem to walk with a limp.
Okay.
I still have questions.
Listen, with great power comes great enemies and mayhem.
Why is this a Spider-Man?
Yeah, I'm breaking all the cliches here.
This dude's fucking watched too many movies.
You guys awakening in public. It's gonna draw shit like magnets to this home, Faust. You don't understand what you brought down on yourselves.
I don't understand any of this.
Still
What's
just like a decent drink. Like what the fuck is all this?
Turns around, grabs 3 ales, pours them out, slides the foam across the table to you. It's just like overflowing with head. He just does not care that much about his hospitality right now.
I don't know how many undercooked pies you've been eating, but you are not making any sense. What's going on? Where are you saying that we're adventurers?
That's about the thick and thin of it.
Do we have to act upon this?
What's this?
Can we not just stay in Leyland and protect the people?
What changes?
When the things come looking, then you'll have to answer the call, because there ain't gonna be anyone else to be able to answer them for you.
Is that
Town's gonna need you now.
the curse?
Well,
We're going to
ready.
be hunted by what? By who?
Things are gonna be looking, and you'll be looking for it as well, without even meaning to start.
Well, I've been training. Let's do this.
I should probably teach my wife how to tend to the farm.
It's a good idea, Snacks. People need the soy.
They do. It's full of protein.
I mean, I've traveled around. I've seen lots of places, but I'm still just a cook.
Come on. You're more than a cook.
I do
also-
brew my own ale.
You're also a tank, apparently.
Yeah, I did take a couple clubs to the face.
And you
You think just
take
anyone
care
could
of
take
us.
those sort of hits, boy?
I thought it was.
That man had a
my
club bigger than
incredibly
your
dead
whole
skull.
fucking body. You think that lily old Bob the fisherman down the road there you have an interest in, or anyone in this town could just take a hit like that?
No,
What
no,
kind
I
of
suppose
interest
not.
Do you have in Bob?
Did you see anyone stand up to the Hendersons like you guys did recently?
Yeah, but they suck.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
That's exactly right. You guys have the sense to have broken out of this monotony that they call life. And because of that choice, you now have an obligation.
Well, all right, man. What do you think we should do?
I say go home, boys. You're awake now.
But wouldn't I go home to sleep?
I mean, we just came out for a drink.
Are you saying that something's coming for the town and we're the only ones to?
It's either coming for the town or it's already here. But I guarantee it. You boys will find it. Or it'll find you.
Well, look, I agree.
guys.
We can hold our own, but we're just. Look at us, Stonehill. A cook, a farmer, and this guy.
What are you talking about? Actually,
I mean, only one of us has official training. What? I don't understand what you expect of us.
You'll find it within yourselves. Or you won't.
actually, I have to go check on the master, guys, because he was pretty out of it today.
Yeah, I should probably go home and rail the missus again.
I'm gonna go help Snacks.
Bailey! There are jokes. And there
Strange
is too
turn of
much.
events.
Snacks' missus only likes it from an elf. Not a hobbit.
An elf? Cliche secretly dreams of.
Yeah. None of these hobbits. Dwarves and elves.
She has good taste. Than your elvish weirdo-ness.
Well, I guess I'll go home and cook some food.
And like, she
And
would
eat
be
some
interested
food.
in you anyway. She's seen how you can wield a sword.
Well, I cut off an arm today.
You know, after dragging your sword behind you like a weirdo.
She's too much for you anyway. She's got those farmer hands, all calloused and more.
That's true.
Perfect for me.
She ripped the husk off a coconut.
As I said before, boys. He finishes the last of his ale. Go home. We're awake now.
Quite ambiguous and cryptic, but I'll have a sleep on it.
I'm gonna sling this gigantic sword that used to be really heavy and just chuck it on my back
Nice.
and start my walk and be like, all right, boys, thanks for having my back today. Hope I helped you out.
Well, like, we are all walking in the same direction, dude.
There. Much faster.
He says goodbye and walks in front of you guys.
Much faster.
That moment when you all say goodbye, but then you're walking in the same direction. So where? Okay.
Real awkward.
Done with keeping up with them for a day. Like, let's go.
Take off on a run.
Pretend to walk in the opposite direction and wait for us to leave, and then
You run around the town and run through the front before they have enough time to get to the front.
Yeah.
Do a lap of town and run
No,
off.
I'm just gonna bail ahead of them and be like, sorry, I gotta go check on the master. Like,
All right, mate.
All right. I'm gonna thank Cliche just one last time before we head off, and then I'm gonna run off to my little abode.
Okay.
See you, kids.
back to the farm.
Yeah, mate. I already explained my plans.
Alrighty, you all run back home. Cliche, when you get back to the dojo, there are no lights lit, as most times there are. A few lanterns here or there. Seems the master's been out of it all afternoon, so yeah, he's out. So we jump back into all three of you sleeping once again. So after just a moment longer, you get to an impassable space with the young orc. The trees are so dense at this point, it's as if they've been seeded in such a way that they have created a natural wall, basically breaking anything from being able to pass through at all. The young orcling crawls up the incline and grabs onto some protruding roots of one of the nearby trees, and he picks up a small bush nearby, lifts it away, and it's not even put in the ground at all. It's like a decoy of sorts. And below that is a hole, just a little larger than a wombat. And he jumps inside and then pops his head back up and he's like, come, friends, come.
I'm gonna jump in.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna jump in head first. I'm gonna do the dolphin dive.
I'll follow him with a full tuck, like grab the knees.
And I'm gonna do the like laying on my back with the sword, the stick held out in front of me like a sword. Spear.
Wait, you're behind me, dude.
Shit. Move faster.
So Bailey, you swan dive into this hole and you just eat shit. Like it's not that deep at all, and just immediately
It's a
just
right
like
angle,
whack.
like right.
It almost is. It's like a little dig and then straight in underneath this wall, basically. So you just eat shit straight to the face. And you're like, ow! As it takes all of the air out of your like tiny
Spits all the
fucking
berries
body.
out of my mouth.
You sort of crawl a little bit, and then as you go to crawl, snacks, you just bomb into the hole and just land straight on Bailey's legs. So you just like squished legs, air out of your lungs sort of moment. And then from behind, Cliche sliding down with the stick very cautiously doesn't stab Snacks.
God.
I like it.
So Kurgug, the young orcling, beckons you forward and sort of crouching down low starts to sort of crawl through this space, and it's just a little tunnel that looks like it was built by him. He's dipping through, maneuvering around like roots that have sort of grown into this space. Looks like it's been used over a good amount of time by this little kid. So as you continue on, it seems like the roots are getting thicker and thicker, and you sort of get snagged on a few as you go. He's much more nimble than you as he sort of pushes through all of these little spaces and places that he's probably ran through quite often. He sort of points to walls that he's particularly proud of. Yeah, Kurgug did. Kurgug do. He keeps on pushing through.
Great work, bud.
That's really good. Yeah.
We're kids, so I'm like, whatever, I could do better.
Cliche thing.
You guys continue to follow Kurgog for a little bit further, and you see a glimmer of light from ahead. And Kurgog reaches it enthusiastically and pops his head up, and then pops his head back down. Come, see, come. The closer you get, the more you hear the drums, a slow rhythmic beating of more than one. It grasps your attention for a moment, and you each sort of bump into one another, like losing your focus within the tunnel. Kurgog disappears out of the dark tunnel entirely into the light above. You guys going to follow?
Yeah, definitely.
I'll follow.
Alrighty. You each follow into the blinding light of a full moon, completely open now as you guys realize there's no real trees above you at this point. Raging fire in front of you and the resonating pulse of a dozen drums. And we'll stop there as you awaken the next day.
Next time on Dungeons and Discourse, some super exciting stuff happens that we kind of haven't recorded yet.